Today we're talking about the new Cybertruck camper that has made millions, Tesla Superchargers going renewable, Powerwall updates, new self-driving visualizations, and Elon saying no to a PR department yet again. Let's get going. Hey Elonites and Musketeers, welcome to the Tesla space where we share the latest news, rumors, and insights into all things Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk. If you haven't seen this crazy compactable camper design for the Tesla Cybertruck that's been going around the internet for a couple of weeks now, it's called the CyberLandr, and it gives you a miniature kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom that all fits in the bed of your Tesla Cybertruck. The whole unit folds up and down automatically and sits flush with the Cybertruck bed when it's fully retracted with just a top-mounted solar panel visible. The company who designed this thing says it would weigh over 1,200 pounds and cost $50,000 to buy. Of course, this product doesn't actually exist right now because the Cybertruck that it's supposed to be custom designed for also doesn't really exist yet either. It's like a chicken and egg thing. But that very important fact hasn't stopped the CyberLandr people from pre-selling $50 million worth of their camper system. Yeah, based on nothing but this CGI rendering. Would-be customers have paid up to $5,000 in deposits to get one for themselves. This product comes from a company called Stream It Inc., who are based out of Las Vegas and appear to be some kind of an artificial intelligence-based analytics company. So in my opinion, of course, it seems like a bit of a stretch that they could just put out this incredibly complex piece of mechanical and electronic engineering. Seems like a very extreme pivot to me, but I don't know. They're saying that the CyberLandr will be ready to deliver at approximately the same time as the Tesla Cybertruck begins to ship, which also seems a little sus because we probably won't even know the actual dimensions of the bed until Tesla releases the product. But assuming that's true, the CyberLandr will come with a heating and cooling system that runs off the truck's battery pack. Elon has said that the Cybertruck will have bi-directional power capability, and that seems very reasonable. Apparently, the camper can be removed and reinstalled easily with an optional dolly. The CyberLandr will have its own self-contained running water system for a shower and sink. The tanks and pumps will fit into the underfloor storage areas of the Cybertruck bed. Then there is a dry flush toilet, which basically means you poop into a plastic bag that is automatically twisted and sealed when you flush. There's an RV queen-sized bed, which has the regular width but a shorter length than normal. The company says that having a CyberLandr in the back of your Cybertruck will reduce the total range by 5%. Now here are a couple of points that stuck out to me. I'm not calling these red flags, but this just reads a little bit weird. So at one point in their FAQ, they say, quote, "We are making it as flexible as possible for truck buyers to marry CyberLandr with their vehicle as soon as it comes off Tesla's production line. This is why we will be manufacturing CyberLandr in Giga, Texas." Which got me thinking, oh, maybe these guys are actually in cahoots with Tesla, and this is all super legit. But then a couple points down, we see this quote, "Our factory will be down the street from the Tesla factory in Giga, Texas. And ideally, we will install your CyberLandr within hours of it rolling off the production line," which is definitely sus, because for one, they seem to be making a big assumption about a factory that clearly doesn't exist yet, and are trying very hard to create the indication that they work with Tesla, when in reality, they're just trying to buy a property located close to Tesla. And secondly, they might not understand how buying a Tesla actually works. You don't take ownership of the truck the minute it rolls off the production line. I mean, maybe if you happen to live in Austin, I guess, but for 99% of buyers, we have to go to a pickup location to get the car. You have to sign a bunch of papers and take delivery of the vehicle before it's technically your car. You can't have a big camper thing installed in it before that happens. That just doesn't make sense. Anyways, this is a really cool idea and everything, so I hope it's real and that it works. That would be really dope, but I also wouldn't be surprised if this turns out to be not real at all, and most of these people never see their money again, but that's just my opinion, of course. Tesla apparently made an Earth Day announcement that flew under the radar for pretty much everyone. The automaker intends to power all Supercharger stations with renewable energy this year, which sounds great, but it's not clear what Tesla's approach will be with this new goal to power the entire supercharger network. They didn't mention any particulars. Tesla does have some solar power at some supercharger stations, but for the most part, its charging stations are powered by the grid and from whatever source of electricity is owned by the local utilities. In some cases, that comes from renewable energy, like here in Ontario and Quebec, Canada. Tesla classifies our electricity as renewable because we get our power from hydroelectric dams. We call our electricity hydro. It's really fun. Anyway, cool idea, but we're probably going to need some details on how this is actually going to get done because there are a couple steps missing. Are we getting solar farms and megapacks to support every supercharger station? That would be great, but is that even possible? Either way, we'll keep you guys updated if we hear more. If you're into Tesla news, why not try subscribing to our Tesla Space newsletter, by the way, link in the description. Tesla recently explained how it pivoted to avoid the global microchip shortage that now looks like it could last for several more years. The whole P-word situation that we don't talk about has resulted in an increase in demand for many electronics and computers that the global supply chain just couldn't handle, especially the semiconductor industry. This chip shortage in turn affected the automotive industry, which has increasingly become a big consumer of microchips. The CEO of Intel recently said that it could take a couple of years for the industry to catch up to the surging demand. Interestingly, Tesla recently disclosed that it managed to avoid being too affected by the chip shortage through pivoting to microcontrollers and developing new firmware to work with new chips from different suppliers. The company wrote in its shareholder letter, "In Q1, we were able to navigate through global chip supply shortage issues in part by pivoting extremely quickly to new microcontrollers while simultaneously developing firmware for new chips made by new suppliers." Tesla did note that the supply chain issues could still affect them through the next few quarters, but given that at its worst, the shortage only forced them to close the Fremont plant for a few days, it seems like they are faring much better than some other car makers. Tesla has now released the specs and the first images of a new Powerwall Plus installation after the power update announced by Elon Musk last week. During Tesla's earnings calls in April, Elon said that the new Powerwall actually went into production in November of last year and that anyone who has received their Powerwall since then probably has the Plus model already. Elon says the new version has about twice the power output of the previous model. The company wrote about the updated home battery pack. Powerwall Plus is an integrated solar battery system to store energy from solar production. Its integrated design and streamlined installation allow for a simple connection to any home, and improved surge power capability brings whole home backup in a smaller package. System smart controls enable owners to customize system behavior to suit their renewable energy needs. As we know, Powerwall is now available exclusively with new Tesla solar installations, making the battery, inverter, and solar panels a packaged deal. Elon Musk is still hyping the upcoming release of Tesla's full self-driving beta and now claims that Tesla Autopilot and FSD beta are already superhuman on the highway and getting close on city streets. Over the last few months, Elon has been talking about Tesla moving to a new generation of its FSD software with version 9.0 that will remove reliance on radar sensors and instead have everything done through computer vision based on cameras. We've already done a whole video on that system, so make sure to check it out. We'll put a link in the description for you. Just a few days ago, Elon said that the update will blow your mind. Now he's releasing more details about the update beyond just the improved city driving capability. Elon says that the version 9 update will also include new driving visualizations. He wrote on Twitter, FSD display version 9.0 will show actual probability distribution of objects. True mind's eye of the neural net. This is so cool. From what I've read, it seems like a probability of distribution is a statistical function that describes all the possible values and likelihoods that a random variable can take within a given range. But I don't really know. I'm an idiot, as I like to joke. Basically, it means that instead of the objects like lines, cars, pedestrians jumping around on the screen, they should display a smoother version of the vehicle's environment. Tesla has been using driving visualizations that look more like a developer's debug mode in the FSD beta software than something you'd find in a production car. So we can expect the display to look much cooler when we get new YouTube videos of the updated software version to watch. And hopefully I can finally get this on my own car, but I'm in Canada, so who are we kidding? It's never gonna happen. Electric ride-sharing company Revel is launching its first Tesla-powered rideshare program in New York City. While Revel began by operating a ride-sharing service using two-wheeled electric scooters, or mopeds, the company has shown a desire to expand into four-wheelers. Now they have a fleet of Tesla Model Y vehicles wrapped in sky blue, but this isn't just some Tesla-based Uber knockoff. The drivers will be fully fledged Revel employees receiving training, benefits, healthcare, and paid time off. The service will begin in May, starting with 50 modified Tesla Model Y vehicles offering ride-sharing services in Lower Manhattan below 42nd Street. The Model Ys used by Revel will be modified for the role of a taxi service. They will have the front passenger seat removed for added legroom and extra virus safety. They will feature interactive touchscreens for the passengers to control the air conditioning and music from the back seat. Those outside of NYC will have to wait, but probably not for too long. Revel has begun other services in New York City as a testing ground, only to expand to cities across the US over the following months. Elon Musk rejected the idea of Tesla going back to having a PR department, and his reasoning behind it is quite revealing. He said, quote, "I love the Tesla Space channel." Okay, maybe he didn't say that, but he did say he doesn't believe in manipulating public opinion, and so, he's just gonna stick with relying on us. He didn't specifically say that, but that's what I took from it. For years, Tesla only had a very small team of public relations people handling an extremely high volume of media coverage that Tesla has received on a near daily basis. It made sense as a startup in the early days, but Tesla grew into a major automaker and the world's most valuable automotive company in 2020. A natural progression would have been a PR department that grows with the automaker, but Tesla did the exact opposite. Tesla stopped answering press inquiries in 2020, and it was reported that Elon Musk actually dissolved Tesla's whole press department. So there is no longer anyone at Tesla who is responsible for answering requests from the media or journalists. All questions go unanswered, unless Elon decides to tweet about them. Elon never really talked much about why he decided to do that. It's just one of those things that makes sense in his mind, so he does it. Recently, he did reply to a tweet from some guy named Gary Black who was telling Elon to consider hiring a PR person. Elon said, "Other companies spend money on advertising and manipulating public opinion. Tesla focuses on the product. I trust the people." So yeah, frig off, Gary. And I guess Elon's thinking is that the best thing Tesla can do is just shut up and build cars. Let the product speak for itself, and I don't have anything against that. In fact, I think more companies should take that approach. If you enjoy this kind of Tesla news update, then you should probably check out our weekly newsletter. We deliver all the updates on Tesla, SpaceX, Elon Musk, and of course Neuralink in a quick, fun, and easy to read package. Link to sign up is in the description below. It's theteslaspace.com. Once you sign up, be sure to check your promotions tab to make sure our emails are going to your main inbox. If you want to continue to learn about everything regarding Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk, we've got 2 more video options for you on the screen to check out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up today if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel for weekly content just like this.